Flowcode is one of the world's most advanced graphical programming environments developed to program the most commonly used microcontrollers like the 8-bit PIC and AVR controllers and even the 32-bit ARM controller. The flowchart-based programming method allows users of all abilities to develop microcontroller programs. Whether you are a student or an experienced professional, you will be amazed by the ease, speed and power when you use it to program your microcontroller applications. Simply drag and drop flowchart symbols onto the screen and fill in the dialog boxes when prompted. The most commonly used are the output and input symbols. In this short demo, I will send a decimal 255 to port D, what will make all pins of port D high. And secondly, we read the input level of a single pin B2, and we remember this in an already defined variable named in B2. To control the flow of your program, you will recognize all the common programming functions: delays, if-then-else structures, jump instructions, and loops. Oh, you want to use subroutines or develop your own function? No problem. Simply drag and drop the macro symbol and fill in the dialog box. Manipulation of numbers is covered by the calculation symbol, and for string manipulations you can use the string symbol. Flowcode is capable of working with a large set of calculation instructions as shown here, and it can cope with 8-bit, 16-bit variables, arrays and strings. Numeric values can be entered in decimal, in hex or in binary format. Flowcode for ARM has even a more extensive set of calculation instructions and floating point capability. The ability of using external and timer interrupts in Flowcode makes it just as powerful as a C compiler. And if all this capability is not enough for your specific application, don't worry. You can add your own C or assembly code in a separate symbol and drop it into your Flowcode program. Only the sky is the limit now. Anything you could do in an ordinary C compiler, you can do in Flowcode now, but much faster. Modern microcontrollers have more on board than basic I/O. Activating and using these extra functions normally demands a large knowledge of the internals of the specific type of microcontroller. Using Flowcode, this extensive knowledge is not necessary. A series of macros are predefined in Flowcode and can be configured in dialog boxes and activated from within the flowchart. Standard and graphical LCDs, AD conversions, keypad inputs, reading from and writing to the internal EEPROM memory, generating PWM signals, driving up to 8 servos and programming the multifunctional Formula Flowcode robot buggy are only a few of the basic predefined macros. Flowcode also comes with a large set of predefined drag-and-drop communication macros like I2C, RS232, SPI, IRDA, LIN bus, CAN bus, RFID, Bluetooth, Zigbee and TCP/IP. All are very well documented, and with only a few mouse clicks you can even configure your microcontroller to have a web server functionality and use it to communicate with your applications from all over the world. These macros help the less experienced to program complex microcontroller applications. But I want to reassure the more experienced users that if you want, you can keep just as much control over these functions as you would have in C. Just have a go with it with an open mind and you will be amazed. Your total Flowcode program is compiled to nice, clean C codes, then assembly codes, and then a standard hex file that can be downloaded to the microcontroller of your choice. And the nicest thing of all is that these compiled C and assembly files can be opened and edited as you please. Another really powerful feature in Flowcode is without any doubt the simulator. As you see in the next demo, you can simulate and debug your program before downloading it to the microcontroller. And this simulation is not limited to some LEDs and switches. No! All the I/O, special functions and communications can be simulated fast, slow or step by step. Flowcode also has a really extensive help function in 8 different languages. On the website of Matrix Multimedia you will find professional courseware and an active user forum managed by the Flowcode programmers themselves. so any questions you might still have will be replied to you within hours. Next to Flowcode, Matrix Multimedia have also developed eBlocks. This is an extensive set of modular hardware on PIC, AVR and ARM microcontrollers. And together with Flowcode, this combines to one of the best packages on modern electronics for education, R&D labs and rapid prototyping. If this all does not convince you enough, then I would like to advise you to download a free trial version of Flowcode from the Matrix Multimedia website and have your go with it. Flowcode comes in 3 separate products: Flowcode for PIC, Flowcode for AVR and Flowcode for ARM. All these products in one package are called Flowcode Ultimate. For every product there is a student version available that is limited in code size, a full option professional version, a 10-user license and a site license. Please check the website for more information, distributors and prices.